welcome to Lavish on the BarnBurner TV network and Zingo TV channel 250. Remember to download both the BarnBurner and Zingo TV apps in both their respective app stores on iOS and Android devices. While you download, make sure to rate and leave a comment. Both apps are free. Zingo TV is also available on Google Chromecast, Amazon Fire, and Fire TV sticks. Roku and Roku sticks, also on all smart TVs and forward. Now, everybody knows that Rihanna has not released any music in what seems like eternity, but even she knows that her fans are in desperate need of just some Rihanna music, just anything. Rihanna, give us something. But she is making it worth the wait. While she may be busy getting ready for the launch of her new skincare line, Fenty Skin, the 32-year-old singer and entrepreneur got candid with ET's Rachel Smith about R9, which is supposed to be her next and upcoming album. She said, quote, "I am always working on music. I am always when I'm ready to put it out on the way that I feel fit, it's going to come out, and you're not going to be disappointed when it happens. It's going to be worth it." End quote. She also went on to say that she won't be putting out music just because of what people want her to do. Everybody wants her to put out music, and she knows that, and she won't just put it out just to put it out. She wants to take her time to put it out and really put out some good music. So even though it has been a while, she still wants to make sure it's quality music that people really, really love from her. And it's been 4 years, okay? 4 years since the Barbados native released her eighth studio album called Anti. While talking about her work, Rihanna also took a moment to reflect on the 15 years since the release of her debut single, Pond de Replay, as well as the 10-year anniversary of What's My Name and Love the Way You Lie. Now, meanwhile, Fenty fanatics will be able to prep their skin before using the Fenty beauty products with Rihanna's new skincare line set to drop on July 31st. Now, yes, we all need Rihanna music. She is one of the most talented artists, female, male. She's just a talented, artist go all around. And, we're all in desperate need of something because we have some music going on, but nothing compares to Rihanna. She is just outstanding as a performer, as a singer, as an entertainer. And, now with this Fenty skincare line, I can imagine it's also going to be, Rihanna standards, which is incredible, just like her makeup line. Fenty Beauty. I've tried some of the products and I fell in love with it. You use it and you feel pretty. It makes you look great. It's great quality packaging. It's great quality products. So she always outdoes herself, and I never have low expectations for Rihanna. Every time she does something, I always know it's going to be amazing. She always shoots for the best, and I can imagine her album when it comes out is going to be amazing, and the amount of different styles that she will have on there will be just unmatched. And another thing, her previous Savage Fenty show, which is her lingerie line, the show that is actually on Amazon Prime, it's amazing. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's basically the fashion show, but she made it into like this just outstanding. You see the behind the scenes of creating it, and then you see the actual show, and it just blows your mind, the work ethic that Rihanna puts into everything she does. She never settles for anything less than extraordinary. And that the fashion show that she put out was actually nominated for an Emmy and for choreography. And so proud of Rihanna because she just killing every sort of category in the entertainment business, and even now in the beauty industry, in the lingerie industry, just in everything that she can get her hands on, she is dominating, and that's amazing. And another thing, I really can't believe it's already been 10 years since the release of What's My Name and Love the Way You Lie. Those two songs were two of my favorite songs ever by her. What's My Name with Drake, it's that fun kind of dancey song that it makes you feel happy, and it's such a good song. And then Love the Way You Lie with Eminem. There's a part one and part two of both. Obviously, if you haven't listened to any of these songs, I recommend it, especially the Love the Way You Lie part one and two. It's just this, story of a toxic and kind of abusive couple that can't seem to figure things out with each other. And the way the story is being told within Eminem's kind of verses and his raps, and Rihanna sings the chorus. And actually in the part two, the beginning of the song, Rihanna kind of opens it up with this kind of like story of the aftermath of a huge fight of a couple, and just like the next morning, it's just you guys really have to listen to it if you have not. You know, it's been 10 years, so you have to listen to it at one point. But again, both incredible songs. And once she releases an album, I know for a fact she will break the internet, because everybody is going to go absolutely crazy when this comes out. And I know I will. I'll be the first person to download it for sure. But moving over to another very talented woman in the media industry, Megan Thee Stallion, and this story actually involves Rihanna as well. So Megan Thee Stallion is getting a lot of love. The rapper took to social media on Tuesday to reveal a number of gifts she's gotten from fellow artists, including the Queen Rihanna and as well as Queen Bee, Miss Beyonce. Posing in a white ensemble from her collaboration with Rihanna on the Fenty, Savage by Fenty line, Megan shared a trio of snapshots to her Instagram, including two of her in the lacy lingerie and one photo of the bouquet of flowers that Rihanna has sent to her. So Meg Thee Stallion is is an ambassador for the Fenty Savage by Fenty line that is owned by Rihanna, and that was created by Rihanna. So Rihanna kind of just wanted to support Megan Thee Stallion, and she sent her a bouquet of flowers and just making her feel good. And on the card that was sent with her, Rihanna wrote, "Wishing you a full and speedy recovery, Meg. Just know you've got a whole crew over here sending good vibes your way." And she wrote, "Love Rihanna and the Fenty Corp gang." So that was just a nice gesture on Rihanna's part to kind of make Megan Thee Stallion feel supported and feel like there are people by her side, you know, with all the things going on with her. And Megan actually replied on Instagram as well, thanking Rihanna. She wrote, "Love you all," and she tagged Savage by Fenty and Rihanna's Instagram name, which is Bad Gal Riri. And the display support comes after, you know, the story that we've been talking about for a while. So it comes after Megan had to undergo surgery to remove bullet fragments from her feet following an incident earlier this month that also led to rapper Tory Lanez getting arrested on a felony charge. The alleged that Tory Lanez actually shot Megan Thee Stallion in both of her feet. So she did have to get surgery to obviously get those bullets removed. So, you know, Megan Thee Stallion's just been going through a very traumatic experience, and things have been a little bit tougher, of course. You know, getting shot and having to undergo surgery is, I can imagine, one of the hardest things to deal with. And especially when it's also public, and, you know, the society we live in today, everybody just loves to make jokes and memes and mock your pain. So she's been going through it a bit. So the support really helped her out, I can imagine. And Rihanna's flowers actually weren't the only get well soon gift that Megan received. The Savage rapper, Meg Thee Stallion, also took to her Instagram to show off a sweet present from Lizzo. And by sweet, I literally mean sweet. So she received tasty treats, as well as plush stuffed animals filled with loads of candy. And Megan posted that as well. And she captioned the post, "I effing love you. Thank you." So again, just really sweet gestures all around by Lizzo. Beyonce also sent her things, get well soon cards, and Rihanna as well. So it's really good that people are showing their support to Megan, because I can only imagine how much harder this would be if she wasn't receiving the support that she is now from this many people, because you're already just your mental state's a little bit off, because you've been shot, you've been attacked pretty much by someone you didn't think who would attack you like that. So, and mind you, we still haven't heard Tory Lanez' side of the story. He hasn't spoke up about any of this. He's been silent since the incident. So we don't really know the entirety of the story, because Megan, all she really clarified was that yes, she was shot and she underwent surgery. She didn't say Tory shot me. She didn't say who shot her. Again, the stories also alleged that it was because of Kylie Jenner, that because either Tory was giving Kylie too much attention and Kylie was giving him too much attention, because apparently people were saying that Megan and Tory Lanez are actually in some sort of relationship. So it was over a little bit of jealousy, and they were fighting, and apparently it got physical and, led to Tory shooting her. So again, we don't know the entire story. We're just hearing stories and rumors and allegations. So we're really just kind of waiting to see what Tory has to say or what happens next. We need an investigation to really go down and to really see what the problem is. And there has to be some sort of clarification to follow, because it's only making it worse that people are talking this much and creating this many storylines based off what just people are hearing that is, posted on gossip sites or posted in the media. Because what I've learned is take everything you read online with a grain of salt, because there's so many different people creating stories that you don't know what to believe anymore. So I just hope that Megan is okay. And another person that is a huge Meg Thee Stallion supporter is R&B singer Kalani. She has decided to remove Tory Lanez from her upcoming deluxe version of her album, It Was Good Until It Wasn't, after his shooting incident with, of course, Megan Thee Stallion. The 25-year-old singer shared that Tory's verse in the song Can I is still featured on the original album, but he isn't in the music video and the deluxe version. So in the deluxe version, she's actually removing his verse from that song. And mind you, I listened to the album is actually one of my favorite albums right now, the album by Kalani. It Was Good Until It Wasn't. And the song Can I, featuring Tory Lanez, is also a very, very good song. I really, really like it. It's actually been on repeat in my car ever since it's been released. But, if this means supporting Megan Thee Stallion in her way, then do it. If you feel that this is right to support her and you feel that he doesn't deserve to be on your album, then that is her choice. And, it's a really respectful thing that Kalani is doing, because she didn't have to do this. She could have left it, and because she could have released it as a single and it could have really blown up, especially for a lot of Tory Lanez fans. They would have listened to it and loved it, So for this to happen, a great gesture on Kalani's part for sure, because, I can imagine the support that Megan feels from this. I haven't seen anything about Megan responding to that whatsoever. So, I'll keep you posted if she does say something or, thanks her for it, or maybe even clarifies the story. Maybe she'll come out and say, hey, don't do that. He's still a good guy. You never know what's going to happen. This is really the first direct, I guess, consequence for Tory Lanez, obviously, besides being charged for felony. This is like the first celebrity to really remove him from a song to support Meg Thee Stallion. So Kalani also tweeted, quote, full transparency, because I believe in that with my following. His verse is still on the song. The video is solo, new verse on the deluxe, end quote. And in a separate tweet on Thursday, Kalani also wrote that she stands with women, and she said, believe women, and I love my friends. So maybe Kalani knows something we don't. Maybe she spoke to Megan and Megan told her, yeah, he shot me. So maybe she knows something that we don't, and she's doing this as a full-blown support thing for Megan. So who knows? It could have been the fact that Tory shot her. It could be a different story. Hopefully something comes out just to put an end to all these rumors, because one thing's for sure, I hate rumors. They just kind of blow everything out of proportion and just ruin everything for everybody involved in any situation. So hopefully things can get cleared up. But again, full recovery, hopefully, for Megan Thee Stallion. Hopefully she's doing all right, because she's a talented young woman, and I would hate to see her kind of fall apart on this, because it's a lot to have people judge you. There was also recently, before I move on to my next topic, but there was also recently, I'm not sure if you guys know, but there's a girl on Instagram. Her Instagram is just hilarious. And she basically just posts videos. She's funny and this and that. But she posted a video directed at Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, just kind of mocking the situation, literally pretending to reenact it. And it was very silly, but she did caption it with, this is purely for comedy, no diss to anybody. I don't support domestic violence. But this bad timing, read the audience. This isn't something you should be doing. You see how many people are getting hated on for talking about Megan and for making silly jokes. And now you're going to go release a whole video mocking the situation. Whether you're against domestic violence or not, whether you're a fan of her or not, you don't do that. Just because you say you don't support it or you're a fan of her doesn't mean it's still not disrespectful. It is a very disrespectful thing to do what she did. So, it's not about the society being sensitive to what she's saying. It's just a respect thing. You don't do that. Clearly, the girl's young. This is something new for her. She's never been shot before. She doesn't have her two parents around because her mother passed away. She doesn't have that kind of support system behind her to really be there for her. This is the wrong time to do that. And I'm really disappointed in the people who have been taking shots at Meg, who have been joking at her and using her pain as a excuse to make jokes and be funny. You don't do that with people. You don't make jokes at other people's pain or, at their expense. So it's not cool. And and like I keep saying, all the best to Megan Thee Stallion, because she's a great girl and she deserves the best. And moving over to my next topic, J. Cole. Now, if you're into sneakers and things of that nature, I got great news for you. Rapper J. Cole has released a collaboration shoe with Puma. J. Cole's world will collide with the basketball world Friday with the release of his first signature shoe. Cole, the Fayetteville native and Grammy-winning rapper, will see the RS Dreamer hit the shelves this weekend as the NBA resumes its regular season in the Orlando bubble. The shoe, which is priced at $125, features the Dreamer emblem as a nod to the 35-year-old Terry Sanford High School graduate, J. Cole. In the Puma release, J. Cole said, quote, "When said out loud, all the best dreams sound crazy. Dreamer was created with the belief that Still, we must follow ours, no matter how unachievable they may seem to others, end quote. Now, several NBA and WNBA players have been spotted wearing Kohl's shoes in Florida. Former Duke standout in Marvin Bagley, who plays for Sacramento Kings, and former UNC star Danny Green, a member of the Los Angeles Lakers, are among them. And Skylar Diggins-Smith also showed them off earlier this month ahead of the WNBA's start to its season in Bradenton. Now, Cole, who was intimately involved in the new franchise from the inspiration to the design, said his first signature hoop sneaker is intended to be worn both on and off the court, equipped with the latest technology while having a fashion-forward and disruptive design. Puma described the RS Dreamer, which will have additional styles released throughout the year, as a new silhouette that leverages the Germany-based sportswear running system RS Foam and an innovative RS technology for superior on-court mobility. So there's a lot with this shoe that are just made to make you feel comfortable, to give you that athletic ability and feeling in the shoe. So it seems like it's really made with the right technology and the right gear to, really enhance your running and jumping and anything of that sort. And it's a nice shoe. I've seen it. So you're fashion forward in this one for sure. It's a really nice shoe. It's got a pop of colors here and there, and I really like it. I would love to get my hands on a pair. And $125 is not that bad for a shoe, because I've seen many different celebrities launch shoe lines or clothing lines, and it's crazy expensive for a not even like a shoe that's not even that nice. So, I applaud J. Cole for making it, not too, expensive, and a nice shoe as well. So a limited apparel collection to complement the shoe will also be available for purchase. And in February, Puma and J. Cole announced their official partnership with a TV spot that aired during the NBA All-Star Weekend in Chicago. And I remember watching this commercial during the All-Star game, and I was so excited. I just couldn't wait to see what he was, about to bring to the table. And it was such a cute commercial too. And J. Cole, he's someone that is always connected with the NBA. He even practices with teams every now and then. He was practicing one time with the Charlotte Hornets because he is from North Carolina. And he's always kind of wanted to be in the league. He raps about it a lot, about wanting to be in the NBA, or kind of missing his shot, or, choosing rap over really putting himself into the league and getting better. But he's a very talented basketball player. I've seen him in many different videos. He's really good. And I would have loved to see him in the NBA. I think that would have been super cool if he made that transition from rapper to basketball player. But again, he plays recreationally, and he's very talented. And I'm really proud that he's able to do this shoe line, because that is also something that he's wanted to do. And I really hope he continues to release new designs going forward, because, clearly he already outdid himself on these shoes. If you haven't checked them out, take a look. They're really nice, and I'm sure most people would be interested in buying a pair, and I'm sure they'll do well. So I hope he can continue with creating shoe lines and continue going forward, because this is a great idea for him to collaborate with Puma. And Puma shoes, the entire line really is a really great line, and I actually very much so like Puma. So this was a great idea, and great for J. Cole. I can't wait to see what's next for him. Speaking about the NBA, it is back. Lakers versus Clippers tonight, and also Utah versus New Orleans. And so far, the Clippers are without Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, and Patrick Beverley is questionable. On the other side, Lakers, they already lost Rajon Rondo and Avery Bradley, and now LeBron James and Anthony Davis are a game-time decision. I very much so believe LeBron James will be hitting the court tonight, because why wouldn't he? And in Utah versus New Orleans, Zion Williams is ruled as a game-time decision as well. Still, both very exciting games to watch. Now, here's another reason to be excited. Now, if you're into it, of course. The popular series How to Get Away with Murder Season 6 is coming to Netflix on August 22nd. Now, I watched up to Season 5, and to be honest, I really can't remember what happened. I feel like it's been that long since Season 5 came to Netflix, because I believe these series, I believe it's a actual series on television, not a Netflix series. So they air it on television before they put it on Netflix, of course. So you have to wait that time for them to finish airing the entire season on television, and then finally they'll put it all on Netflix. So it's been a while since I've actually seen the series, but it's an amazing series. There's so much that goes into it, this show. And to be honest, I went through a phase of, and not because of the show, but I went through a phase of actually wanting to be a lawyer, and specifically a criminal lawyer. I've always had a interest in it, and I've always wanted to get involved in it. Obviously, I passed that up, and because I'm in media now, but it was always a, incredible thing that I wanted to do. And watching the show just made me want to be a lawyer so much more. And I know a lot of people feel that way if you've watched the show. Um, but going back to it, Viola Davis, who plays Annalise Keating, is one of the most incredible actresses I've ever seen. And that's just based on me watching this series. She plays so many different kind of personalities in this show. It's amazing to me the way she handles herself in there. And she's amazing to watch. So I really, really like her there. And I'm still heartbroken from when my favorite character was killed off the show. Spoiler alert, Wes is killed off the show. So I'm sorry if I ruined it for you, but I'm ruined because I loved him. But anyway, moving over to something else, I'll quickly get into. Nicki Minaj is giving fans a peek at her growing baby bump and looking fierce as always while rapping to her new song called Move Your Hips. On Thursday, the 37-year-old rapper posted a video to Instagram of her sitting on a bed in a matching printed bra top and underwear set, making her baby bump clearly visible, which was super adorable. And she was rocking a pink and blonde hairstyle and accessorizing with pink sunglasses as well as a necklace that said Queen. Nicki Minaj rapped her latest tune with ASAP Ferg, which also features Made in Tokyo. It's a great song. Her verse on it, I really, really liked. I'm not a huge ASAP Ferg fan, but it's all around. It's a good song. Made in Tokyo, I'm not too familiar with, but again, they have all did really well in the song. It's a good little party song or anything of that sort. And Nikki also had to clarify some issues today with her hairstylist. So her hairstylist, whose name is Tay, went on a rant earlier today because Nikki used a different hairstylist in her recent shoot. Now, this hairstylist that she used, his name is Jonathan. And apparently, the hairstylist that she typically uses, Tay, has issues with this hairstylist that she used for this time, Jonathan. Now, I'll explain the story because I know that was confusing. So, according to Nikki, her hairstylist, Tay, was aware of the shoot for months in advance and frequently got updates on when the shoot would be, and he ended up canceling on her last minute. She added that she asked him if he could actually ship over the wig to her so she could have another hairstylist kind of install it on her and put it on her and get her ready for the shoot. And he denied doing that. So a lot has happened between the two in the past hour or so. They both took to their social medias to kind of clear up situations. Now, Tay was the first person to really come at Nikki on his Instagram and basically talking about loyalty and the fact that, he stands by people, but people don't stand by them, which was directed at Nikki because he has been her hairstylist for quite some time now, but she went to his, I guess, quote, rival, Jonathan, to do her hair, but she was canceled on last minute. She had 24 hours to get somebody to handle her hair. Now, if you look at the video, her hair doesn't look simple. It doesn't look like a simple wig to put together. It's colorful. She's got a big bun at the top with braids. It's a lot going on. So listen, if I was canceled on 24 hours before I had a big photo shoot of some sorts, and mind you, I'm not Nicki Minaj, I'm just a regular person, I would be mad too. I don't blame her for finding somebody else. You can't just cancel on a photo shoot like that. Or a video shoot or whatever it is, especially if this shoot was to promo this new song coming up. So she had a lot to wrap around this. And it's, you want to look a certain way because you're promoting your look, you're promoting the song's look. And if you want to look a certain way, then you do that. And I don't blame her for being upset and for going with somebody else. Yes, loyalty is a thing, but at the same time, it's a business and she had to do what she had to do. And she went with somebody. Yes, unfortunately, maybe she went with somebody that had an issue with her original guy, but that's not a problem. You have to do what you have to do for yourself. And I don't blame her for going with this other person because she wanted to look a certain way. Now, Tay did respond and he respond after Nikki had her response to Tay. He actually took to Instagram after posting on Instagram, promoting her new song with the caption that said, "You can say what you want. I love her and her music, but wrong is wrong. Go stream it now. Still my favorite rapper." So he kind of was praising Nikki, but at the same time throwing shots at her, saying wrong is wrong. No, wrong is wrong, yes, and he is wrong, and he actually came on after saying, yeah, I had a wisdom teeth appointment. I had to get my wisdom teeth pulled. Okay, so you did cancel. So all in all, with all this, he did cancel on her, and it was last minute, and it wasn't right, for you to do something, at least give her a heads up, more than 48 hours so that she could find somebody else that is able to do this for her, especially now in this pandemic. It is hard for her to find somebody else to come in. But anyway, that's all the time we have on today's show. This is Lavish, and it can be heard on the BarnBurner Radio Network on its 122 platforms. Let's check out barnburner.ca. And for all the news, BarnBurner, watch it, hear it, live it, read it, download it, live it. I'm Victoria Famia, and this has been Lavish.